Hello everyone, welcome to Honest to Pod with Matthew.
And Ashley.
And welcome to our second episode.
Yes. It is our second episode. We are face to face, which is exciting.
Ashley came all the way to London just to see me, and this is what he's wearing. It's really bad. I can't describe it, but it's really bad.
Well, they can go onto your Instagram, or go onto our Instagram and see it, because you took a picture. You just posted a picture.
Well, I posted it on my one first because the internet didn't work to put it on Honest to Pod, but I will put it there because we've got a little picture of us getting ready to film, and you can see all of Ashley's sweat because I didn't put any filters.
I've gone through 3 t-shirts today alone. Like, it's disgusting how much I sweated in this trip.
Especially when you said last time, when you sweat because of your body hair, it's fine. So that was an absolute lie.
Well, maybe since the last time I might have got rid of my hair.
Did you shave your back?
No, I didn't. But I wax it. I don't shave it. Anyway, I actually had the request to not talk about my body hair.
From who?
From a fan. One of our 3 fans.
Who said that?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Me.
No. I think it's an interesting topic.
Well, we'll talk about it some other day.
Okay.
Today, we're talking about... Well, tell me about your week, first of all, because I ran into you here, and we've gone straight to record, so we've not actually chatted about anything. So tell me about your week.
My week was pretty good. So the World Cup has started, and being the lad that I am, I went to watch the football in the pub on a Monday, which is ridiculous because I would never drink on a Monday normally. I only binge drink on a Friday and a Saturday, and we went to watch the football. So that was interesting. I got really into it. It's difficult when everyone's there, you know, like being like, "Come on, England," and then you just sit there, like you can't.
Oh, England were playing.
England were playing on Monday, yes. They played on Monday and they played on Sunday as well. So
they played yesterday.
They played yesterday. Their first game was last week, Monday, against Tunisia.
Yes, of course.
And then we scored this last-minute goal. And yeah, I tried not to be too camp when I cheered because, you know, I'm in Wetherspoons. Yeah, and I'm a lad. So, but I was really excited. It was nice. It was good.
Oh, that's good.
How about you? What did you get up to this week?
Well, I was in Birmingham for a stag do.
Which is gross, Birmingham, first of all. No, it's not. I actually like Birmingham.
Do you know what? I love Birmingham. I've been a few times now, and I had such a good time. Like, my voice is going, so I'm sorry, but I was screaming in the club too much.
What club did you go to?
I remember being at a place called Nightingales, and we're at another place called Missing, and we were somewhere else. The whole weekend was a bit of a blur. But it was good. It was good fun. I think it's my first stag do for a gay couple that wasn't a friend here in London where we did a pub crawl. Mark McCabe's. We did a pub crawl.
Mark.
What?
You called him McMark.
McMark.
Yeah.
But this was for our friends Matt and Stu who had it away, and they had a joint stag do, which initially I was a bit like, that seems a bit weird.
I would not want to do that.
I personally wouldn't want to do it, but I think it worked really well.
Okay, that's good.
It was a lot of fun. But I have to say, the highlight of my trip was... Well, there's been a few, but I have so many side stories, which I don't want to talk about. But on the flight over, I hate people. Like, flat out hate people. Like, as in strangers who I don't know, and I'm just like...
Right.
So this guy...
Unless they're hot.
Unless they
when
are...
it's someone who's stereotypically hot, you're more than happy to go over within a minute and be like, "Oh, sorry, babe.
Welcome to the country."
I know.
But no, this person was... So we're on the flight. I was in Belfast flying over. And this guy was the last person on the plane.
Right.
It was a full plane. And I put my bag up. I was one of the first on. I put my bag up in the thing. And he had decided that he wanted to remove bags from the overhead so he could get his in.
Well, like he asked someone, or grabbing the stuff?
He opened it and he took out this old...
Are you kidding me?
No. He took out this person's bag, this old man, and this old man was like, I'm saying he must be 70s, 80s, and he had like a walking stick, and he was grumpy as fuck. And he took out his bag, moved my stuff over, to force his bag in.
Was it like a big bag or something?
His bag was big. Like, it was probably the biggest you can have on carry on. And I was like, because my laptop and everything else is like, if you touch my bag, I swear. And he literally got the old man's bag, scrunched it into a ball as small as
his belongings, you know.
And tried to shove it, like I was punching the bag.
No!
I swear it was. And even the air steward was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to get my bag to fit." And he's like, "We can put it somewhere else." He goes, "But I'm sat here." And she was like, You were last on the plane. You just,
Oh my god.
And the old man was just like, look, I'll put it by my feet. And I was just like, my eyes were on him thinking, what type of person?
That's so rude.
It's rude.
Imagine someone touching up your stuff.
If he had touched my bag, I would have had him.
You would have given the dirtiest bitch face without saying a single word. Because there's no way you would have approached that situation.
No, I would have. I would have been like, he wasn't like a thug.
I'm like, excuse me, a thug.
I can handle. He looked like a 40, 50-year-old man. I would have been like, excuse me, do you mind? That's my stuff.
Still though, yeah, absolutely.
Buying out of order. I was like, what nerve do people have? And I also have to say, I also got all the way to Birmingham without being asked for any form of ID. On the flight.
Well, I don't think I've flown. I guess Dublin doesn't count.
No, well,
like an internal flight, because then it's like, do you need to see? I don't know.
You don't need a passport to travel, but you need some sort of photographic evidence. But it's sort of like
you had your boarding pass already. You checked in.
Boarding pass, everything, and nobody at no point along the trip. Usually, you get asked at security for your passport, but not once.
They need to match up like the ticket with like your ID or something.
You think that, but I could have been anybody.
So you just showed a boarding pass.
I could have stolen somebody else's boarding pass and got all the way here without.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize I got off the plane.
I think they're like, you're a middle nowhere Northern Ireland. Get them all out. Like honestly, I know you want to leave.
Yeah.
Like if you got the guts to do it, you don't want to be here.
Go.
You don't want to be here, bitch. Get out.
Enjoy yourself.
All right.
So that was the stag do was a lot of fun. We did paintballing. We what else we did? We did a dance class, which was fun to Little Mix.
How many elbows did you have?
There was so many white
just
elbows.
eyes out everywhere. Just a group of white boys trying to dance with their elbows, hitting everyone in the eye.
I wasn't the worst dancer, I have to say. And we have a video.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Luke. Yeah. He doesn't listen to this, does he?
He does, actually. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Luke was bad. I just want to say, we are recording, like I said, face-to-face. Obviously, with us being technophobes, we don't know how to work this stuff. So it might
be really loud,
but we'll try our best in post. But you live and learn, guys. You've signed up to a new podcast. Teeth and issues, we'll get them ironed out at some point.
Do you want to give a shout out then? If we're talking about our fans, and we've got, I'd say our very first fan, our real solid fan is Colin Taylor.
Yes.
So he's been really, really positive and really helpful. Left the first piece of feedback on our website, which is honestpod.com.
Well, he left it on Apple. He left it on
the Apple one.
He left it. So he subscribed through Apple Podcasts, and he gave us a 5-star rating, and he left us a really nice comment on it through that. So
thank you very much.
Yeah. So people can go online and read the comments, and thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you very much, Colin.
We did give him a shout out on Instagram, on our Honest to Pod. So
good.
If you don't follow us on Honest to Pod, you should be, and that's on Instagram and Twitter. And also, subscribe, guys. Please do subscribe. We've had such good feedback, and I hope that people give us more feedback after this episode, because we only want to get better, and we need your help to do it. So thank you very much.
So talking about the feedback, I want to try and bring us back to on topic, especially because we want. I think that's really important. Sometimes we just talk too much, and we go away with it, and that's fine. But it had to do with my week, so I started watching the World Cup.
Yeah,
and it made me think, like, there were the Winter Olympics that were in Russia or close by, and then the World Cup is in Russia. And exactly, so especially if you're part of the LGBTQ society, Q plus, society, or any sort of queer life, Russia has this. They don't seem to be very accepting of many, many things. And if you were a football fan, how do you feel about, like, say if a family member of yours went to Russia to watch the World Cup? Does that make you feel any way?
I don't know. I've thought about this as well. I personally probably wouldn't be that upset. I'd probably be initially enraged, thinking, how can you do this? But then I'd also think, I don't want to be taking it away from the people. Not everyone in Russia is homophobic, and not everyone in Russia. So it's sort of like the World Cup is there for not just the government, even though they are going to benefit a lot from it. I don't know. If I was a football fan, like for example, if the next Rugby World Cup was in Russia,
oh my god,
I wouldn't go. Like I would like. I'm not going to go to Japan, even though it's there. It's too far away.
No, but if you had the option to, like,
yeah, if I was given free tickets to go, I would not go. I'd
Yeah.
decline them. I'd be like, I'm really sorry, but I just can't support it.
do you think like the Rugby World Cup? So if we talk about like tolerance in sports,
Yeah.
I feel like rugby can be quite tolerant of, it's quite accepting of different people and sexualities and you know,
It's a lot more inclusive
than
than
football.
football. Yeah.
I'd want to
In
see
my
Rugby World,
opinion.
yeah. Would the Rugby World Cup be there? Like, would they ever host? Would Russia ever host it? You know, or would they ever get nominated for that reason? Because I don't know how much it would impact people's ideas. That like, oh, okay, you know, we do have a lot of people that support gay culture and stuff in rugby. I don't know.
But I guess it's all because I guess Russia have more money and they can afford to just pay. And it depends. It comes down to the morals, I guess, of the sport to say actually, we're just going to say no to your money, and you know, I think it was bad that the Olympics were there. I think I think it was terrible. Like,
But a lot of people boycotted that as well. So the athletes that boycotted going to
not enough athletes, in my opinion, boycotted it.
But see, okay, so I was talking about this with my brother. Well, I was talking about with my brother, and if you're an athlete, okay, so you're an athlete and you're also someone that isn't like, you know, straight.
Yeah.
Is it your responsibility to not go? Like, where would your leaders lie? You spent your entire life preparing for this moment, and this is like the pinnacle of your sport.
It's the type of thing, I get it. When you're an athlete, you have such a short window of time to get your name and, you know, do everything. And it, like, I think it's very brave for people to go out there. And I'll take back my words and say I probably would have boycotted, or not enough athletes. In all fairness, you have such a short window for your career that you need to make the most of it. And for people like Adam Rippon, who's in the prime of his career, like, in order to wait another 4 years, it's just not fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and you've been working towards this.
Totally. But I also think there needs to be something done where there has to be a line drawn at some point to say we're not going to support something that goes to a country that's so openly homophobic. Like, I think there has to be some sort of... It's going to take something to happen.
Right.
In order for it to be, wait a minute, it's not okay for us to promote our anti-LGBT laws, but still expect the crowd to go over. Do you know what I mean?
But then, like, say you were the athlete, you're an individual, you're in this position, right? So you might have been openly gay to like the people that you know, but maybe not in the sport, not in the public eye, and then suddenly, or even if you were, suddenly the sport was in a country that you don't approve of, but you'd like to compete. What comes on top? Should I stand up for...
Oh my goodness, it's a tough one.
I think it's really, really hard because I don't know what I would do. Like, I think, you know, I've been working. You've got only a small window of opportunity to actually go and represent your country and yourself in this sport that you've dedicated your entire life to, and it's a decision that you've made, and then you're expected to, or it's now suddenly your responsibility, whether you choose to or not, to stand up for gay rights. But just because I'm gay and an athlete, must I stand up for gay rights?
Well. Blah, 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 blah.
I know.
I don't know. I think being gay doesn't define you as a person, and I think it depends. Like, it depends on your stance in life, I guess. I would never say being gay defines me. I'm not embarrassed by it.
You should be. I've seen what you wear sometimes, and I'm like, sorry, other people, but he's wearing those clothes. We don't all wear that shit, but he does. No.
Yeah, I mean, I do look a bit rough around the edges, I guess, unpolished.
I was gonna dish a home country, but I'm not gonna do that. Whoa. But yeah, you know, it's when you go home, you're comfortable and stuff. You know, after this, we're gonna queer eye you.
Oh dear.
And then we're gonna just sort out the many, many mistakes you've made.
Yeah, I think it kind of comes down to how you define being gay, and if it's that much of it's a personal choice. I think. If I knew people who were in this situation as a friend, not me personally, I think me personally, I'd be torn. I'd probably go ahead and I don't know. I think I've contradicted myself. Have I just done a completely 180? Because I would now say
sounds like you would normally do that. So yeah, get back in yourself.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
I'm quite indecisive. I would probably personally, I would go out and compete, and I just think it'd be a bit more badass actually. And I think it sort of sends a message to this country saying, fuck off, basically.
As an openly.
Yeah, I'd go as openly.
Okay. Because then what happens is like suddenly you become this media focus and it comes beyond just the sport that you want to compete in. So now, because you've come out as, say you came out in the World Cup and you were the first openly gay footballer to compete in a World Cup, now that becomes a story as opposed to how good are you at football?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess the dream is to get to the point where that doesn't really matter.
Right. Yeah.
So what we need is people to come out more.
That's so scary though, imagine. Because suddenly you go there and you're just like, I just want to go and play football.
Yeah.
And be known for that, or any sport that you're in, and then suddenly like all of that focuses on you about something. You have to consider so many other things.
Yeah. But I think it's also crazy that something that's outside of your control, like being gay, would take over as a lead story. Do you know what I mean? It seems like, I know there's people out there who don't believe that being gay is, you're born being gay. I think they believe that it's a choice. Obviously there's crazy people out there who think
mental.
that. But I think when you're in the, and it's sort of like a catch-22 in my opinion, where you're out there doing the sport and all because you decide to come out of a proverbial closet, that becomes a bigger story than, like, if you imagine if could you imagine if, and I'm not saying this person is gay at all.
Oh my God, what are you going to say?
Totally out somebody. Could you imagine? But could you imagine if somebody like,
you're going to out someone?
No, of course not. That's it. Could you imagine if somebody out there, like somebody big, like Messi or Ronaldo, were gay, and they decided to come out?
Insane.
Could you imagine the amount of lads out there that would wreck their mind?
See, I don't know though. Say if someone that big came out, then it'd be like, wow, because they're the pinnacle. They are literally the best at the sport.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
but my point is like, I think that would be so wow and unexpected. In football, I think rugby's a bit different.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother were talking about it and we're saying about which sports might be a bit more tolerant and stuff. Because he thinks MMA, right? So he loves mixed martial arts, and he thinks that the sports where it's more aggressive or there's more physicality, the more tolerant they might be. Because it's pretty much like if you're gonna fight someone and they say, "Oh, fuck off, you poofter," it basically just be like, "Okay, well, let's just fight then."
Yeah.
Or if they said something like something really, really bad, it would just be like, okay, let's just go and fight.
Yeah.
And then just deal with it there. And I think, and rugby is quite a physical sport, so you don't have to tell people how good you are at that sport. You can just show them.
Yeah.
Whereas football isn't that like aggressive.
Yeah.
I feel like, so maybe, and there are a lot, I don't know what sports would be really, really tolerant of like homosexuality and gays. And I don't think that I could. I'd want to come out like while I'm doing the sport.
Yeah.
Because it potentially might become bigger than sport.
Yeah.
And I just really want to compete, I really want to just work hard and try and perform in this. The fact that, but then, I don't know, like, you need to stand up for what, might affect you in the future and other people and be prepared for, like, that sort of life.
Yeah, it's scary. It has to, like, it must be, I mean, I obviously missed out on my professional rugby career.
Right.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I obviously,
I know.
I've never had to be burdened with this because I chose not to be an athlete.
It was a decision that you made.
It
wasn't genetics in any way, shape or form.
No. I sat down and said, guys, you know what? Thank you for the contract to play for Ireland, but I want to...
I'm just too busy. Just too busy. Anyway, I was just quite concerned because I was, like, especially with the World Cup and stuff going on, I was like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could. It'd be difficult because there'd be a lot of pressure. You'd feel like it was your responsibility to do so. And you kind of just want to compete in your sport, really. I don't know. But you should be able to be in sports and be who you want to be.
Yeah. I think given that the Olympics and the World Cup have both been in Russia recently and there's been such a massive spotlight on the LGBT community and safety and everything like that, I think and I hope things are going to change.
Well, apparently it's been really safe in this World Cup now. I've seen some like articles and stuff about people going there and they're saying that they've been very welcoming.
Yeah.
And they've been able to be in the streets and have like, there's like a British Three Lions pride flag. Have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
And someone who who wore it to the game on Sunday was allowed to go in. But they don't know if it'll carry on after. Anyway, that was just the question. So I was just quite interested about that and just about how you felt that. Because I always thought you felt really strongly about some of these things where you'd be like, no, I would never ever go, or,
You know,
everybody's right.
You know, I'm the type of person that puts a lot of thought behind every single decision I make.
Every single decision. Yeah. 3 t-shirts.
I chose 3 different colours.
Yep. Plain, and plain.
All plain. Yep. And nothing too bright. Well, I think what would be really nice is that it changed. I mean, I think you were saying there that you're interested to know if it's going to continue after the World Cup. It would be good to see. I think when it'll become a different story whenever the world's media isn't on it. And it would be horrible to think that Russia slips back into their old ways. But I do think it's going to change. I hope it does, definitely. With regards to acceptance and just being able to be who you want to be. Like we talked about it last week. It's like, how can people just get so much joy in making other people feel shit? Like it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
Anyway.
Well, actually, mine sort of links to this, but also doesn't.
Not at all. That's really fun.
So, well, it does, but it'll probably have to wait to the end for me to make the connection. So, I want to talk about Pride Month.
So I actually don't know what Pride Month is because I thought Pride was over the entire summer.
Well, Pride Month is June because it marks the anniversary of Stonewall. It's mainly an American sort of term, I guess. Because here, for example, London Pride is until when?
Oh, that's only next week. December, July.
Well, July,
yeah.
July,
So
yeah, after Pride Month. And then Belfast Pride, obviously, top of the list.
What's the same? Oh, that's the same as Pride Month, isn't it?
It's in August.
The 4th, yeah.
Yeah, it's the start of August. But then Brighton Pride is the end of August, isn't it?
No, it's the same one, the same weekend, because someone had posted saying, like, if you're not going to Brighton Pride, come to
Belfast,
yeah, at the same time.
I thought Brighton Pride was the same time as Manchester Pride, which is the end of the...
Can you believe that Britney Spears has taken over Brighton Pride?
I missed that in the news.
Are you kidding me?
What? No.
Honestly. So now what's going
She's
headlining at Brighton Pride.
She's Miss Brighton Pride.
Apparently so. Apparently she thinks she's Miss Brighton Pride. Are you a Britney fan?
No.
Right. So she's gone to Brighton Pride now, or she's going to be there, and now all of her fans are going to go that don't actually care about Brighton Pride, or being there for that reason, and they're going to watch some terrible show.
So it's no longer Brighton Pride; it's a Britney concert.
It's a Britney concert. Right. That's what it is, and that's
it's
awful.
Sort of like whenever Beyonce did the Super Bowl, it was like, what football? It's a Beyonce concert.
The Beyonce Bowl. Did you see the Beyonce Bowl?
I loved the Beyonce Bowl.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all that anyone went to see was Beyonce there.
Yeah. After she ended, like the stadium just emptied.
Everyone left.
Yeah.
Everyone left.
Yeah. Well, that's a bit crazy. Like, I did not know that. So Britney is Brighton Pride. Brighton Pride.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go this year. There'll be too many people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to.
It'll be Hag Mania. Like, honestly.
Well, come to Belfast.
I'm actually away that weekend anyway. Yeah.
Is this one of those shitty, like, I'm washing my hair that weekend?
I literally am washing my hair. All of my hairs. So you're individually.
Are you actually away, or are you?
I'm actually away. Yeah, I'm going to Antwerp.
Are you really? I don't know if you're lying.
Why would I lie about going to Antwerp?
Because you really don't want to go to Belfast Pride.
I would have went. I definitely would have went.
Because I'm going.
Yeah, I know, but now that you're going, and I'm really gutted that I can't go because you're going. But yeah, because John Henry said.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's organising a little thing.
Yeah, no, so I'm not going. Unfortunately, I'm away.
Yeah. We're named lads. We're named lads.
I'm with the boys in Antwerp.
Well, we've name dropped a lot of people that a lot of our listeners probably won't know.
No one. Don't care.
We're doing it in the hope that they subscribe. Well, John Henry subscribed to this.
That's good.
I did it.
You did it for him?
I met him last night and I took his phone and I was like, subscribe.
Has he listened?
No.
What's wrong with him?
He doesn't do podcasts.
He doesn't do podcasts?
He's never listened to your podcast, I don't think. I think it, and my friend Lee as well, I met today, he was just like, the thought of listening to other people talk, and I'm like, yeah, but you have to get into it because they're growing and everybody's listening to podcasts, and ours is really, really good.
Yeah.
So they're 2 definitely subscribers because I subscribed them today.
That's good, and left great feedback, 5-star feedback. Are you Colin Taylor?
No, I actually did leave. We have 2 5-star ratings on Apple. One is me.
Actually, you're.
Yeah, I wrote it, but it's obvious.
You got to get started and get the ball rolling.
I wanted to make sure
that
it works.
Okay.
So I did. It is clearly me because I was like, I might be biased, but I think
I was going to do that too. I don't have Apple. That's a shame.
You can leave feedback on anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Pride. I was going to talk about Pride. It seems like Pride Month. You can't look any. I was flying over here. I was in. I think it was Superdrug, and there was a Lynx can. Can of Lynx with a rainbow flag, and I got the debate starting in my head of
would you wear Lynx or not?
Well,
Should you wear links? Yes.
I probably should today. I'm sweaty.
Sweaty
today.
beach.
Yeah, but it got me thinking about, is Pride becoming too commercial? It seems like
Britney Spears just wasn't it?
Yeah, well, she's always been a bit of a gay. Like, I'm not so shocked that Britney is at a Pride event.
You're not shocked that Britney Spears is at Brighton Pride?
Well, I'm shocked that she's at Brighton Pride, but I'm not shocked that she's supporting gays because her massive fan base is us. Do you know what I mean? Like, she probably wouldn't be half as successful if it wasn't for us. What's also nice is that she acknowledges it and she loves us for it.
Okay.
What I'm shocked is like brands like Lynx, which are lads, are. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of deodorant. I guess it could be because that was their thing. Yeah.
Well, like Lynx. Anytime I think of Lynx adverts, I always think of the guy on the beach spraying it, and then the hordes of the female athletes and really hot women come over from anywhere. I'm not obviously I'm not singling like Lynx, but you can't look anywhere at the minute without seeing a rainbow flag. Right. Anywhere, like just train stations have rainbows there. It's just like.
And you think it's too much?
I know. It's a debate. I don't know. Half of me thinks it's great because it's the sort of thing where it becomes so mainstream that it normalizes it a bit more. Do you mean it becomes?
That's the purpose of it.
No, I'm saying that's a good thing. It's
okay,
really,
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that's a negative thing. It's becoming so mainstream that it's going to just.
I don't actually like the rainbow.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think they're like a series of colours. I know it is like the spectrum and stuff, but I think that there's probably like 2 or 3 too many colours. And you know I like colourful clothes and things like that. But I just think that, I don't know, I've never been a big fan of the rainbow.
Oh, I like it. I
don't know what I would have.
And I don't like colour. That's so weird. I don't like colour, but I just think... I remember a couple of Prides ago, Levi's did a really nice Pride t-shirt. It was just white and it had Levi's logo in rainbow.
That'd be cute.
And I thought that was quite nice.
That'd be really nice.
Or CrossFit did a CrossFit one.
Did you go to CrossFit this week?
I went on... Oh my goodness, I went on Tuesday.
Why is that so bad?
Well, it was fine, but I was in agony for... Like, I waddled to the airport on Friday morning. I was in so much pain.
Days later?
3 days of agony. And then
my God.
it was horrible. It was such a great workout, but it was just so sore. But
waddled.
I was so sore. Waddled. Literally, my back was. We're doing squats.
That's what they're called. Yeah, well done. Is the word squat?
we're doing back squats, and
there's that. What the fuck is a back squat?
Where it's across the back of your neck.
Okay.
As opposed to a front squat, which is here.
Oh, well done. Then I thought you were saying somehow on your back you were doing squats.
No,
I was like,
you had the bar across the back of your neck rather than here. So we're doing back squat, and I've not done back squat in so long, and the instructor was really, really good. And he was just like, keep going. I think you can do 5 more. And I'm like, really? Because I don't think I can, but I did it and it was fine. And I kept going heavier and heavier and heavier. And I was just so sore. And then we did the workout after that. So you kind of...
That was a warm-up.
That was, well, no. It's sort of like, I don't know, it changes, but essentially there's, in every class there is, again, we've gone way off topic, but you'll have a warm-up which is like stretching or whatever, and they are quite, sometimes the warm-ups are horrible, like I feel sick after them, and this like 15 minutes of stretches or or walking on your hands and knees and stuff like that, different things.
I think it gets you over the hump though. You kind of have to like engage your body and stuff.
Yeah, well I cycle out, so I cycle 2.5 miles.
It's a 6-minute cycle, babes. Like it's not that long.
It's a 20-minute cycle.
Oh, okay.
It's 2.5 miles. But so you do that, and then you usually do like a weight thing. So it was back squats, and then you do the workout, and everything sort of builds up towards the workout.
It sounds awful.
And the workout was front squats and deadlifts, and that was all it was. It sounded like it's like I think we started on like 21 of each, and you go down to 15 of each, and then I couldn't.
Well done.
I stopped.
Oh.
I failed. Like I felt so bad. My Mickey, who is one of the coaches. Oh, I just spat. Mickey's one of the coaches. He says it's because I've not exercised so long that my legs just caused the pain in my back, and I kind of froze. Then he did this really horrible thing where he says you need to get on the floor and like
put your legs up, and then
he said put
something in,
cross your knee over and keep your shoulders
to stretch, right?
Yeah. And I was like so sore I couldn't do it, and he just came over and he was just like, I'll do it. And I was like, oh my god! I was just pinned on the floor and agony.
Is he Hot.
He's a very handsome chap.
Good.
All three guys who train at CrossFit as the are very handsome chaps. So
Anyway, so you're talking about Pride.
Yeah, back to topic. So yeah, I was saying the CrossFit T-shirt. They've also done a Pride one, which they haven't done this year, which I think they should because I'd buy one. But essentially, what I was saying is, do you think it's becoming more overly commercial?
Pride in general.
Right, just that every single brand these days, because there used to only be a few. Like Absolute Vodka was very gay friendly. I think one of the main guys who markets Absolute, he's been on RuPaul actually. He's obviously gay. And
I mean, at this point, I don't think so. Only because, and it's difficult, I think, being in London because when you see it everywhere, especially around Pride, like I think it's a good thing. I like seeing it around, but I don't know do people do that in like smaller towns and villages? Do you still see the same flags or shops putting the same clothes in these places?
No, like in small town where I'm from, no, you don't see it.
And in those places, you probably should, though, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So I would be thinking if I was like a drinks brand who was all about it, I'd be making sure that my reps are taking them to every single pub and not just the ones in cities where there's a good gay audience.
Right. Yeah, because you're trying to spread it.
It's not about tailoring just to gay bars. It's about tailoring your brand to everyone to say that we as a brand represent this. I think that's an important bit that we're missing, is that Pride and the rainbow flag seem to be very prominent in big cities where there's a massive, and there's like...
But you know people are going to buy it already, I guess.
Well, yeah, you're sort of saying, yeah, gays, we've got your back, so come support us. But
only in big cities.
But only in big cities, and not where people are struggling with their sexuality or, you know what I mean?
Have you definitely not seen anything in Limavady?
I've not, and I think it would stand out colour in Limavady.
Would people say something?
Well, the only time I've ever experienced homophobic abuse, I'd say, is Limavady.
What happened?
Well, oddly, we were in a pub. Long story, we were in a pub with...
And you were waving which flag?
Just the Ashley flag, because it's the biggest.
And the gayest.
Probably.
Right?
So we were out, and I was with a girl I work with, Nuala. And she...
Love that name.
Nuala.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a nice
name.
Nuala. Or it's kind of spelt Nuala, so anybody who's...
Isn't she in The Lion King? No?
Nala.
Oh.
It's Nuala.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would be though, isn't it? I'm pretty certain. Are you sure it's not?
No, her name's Nala.
Okay.
But this is Nuala.
Right.
But pronounced Nuala.
Nula. Right.
So we were out, and I think some guys started chatting her up, and she was like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend over there," and pointed to me. And then he came up and asked me, and he's like, "Oh, you dating that girl?" And I thought, "Oh, shit, that's somebody who thinks," because I was freshly back in Limavady. I was thinking this is somebody who thinks I'm trying to hit on to Nuala, knowing she's got a boyfriend, and we're just going to start. And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm gay. I'm just friends with Nuala." And he was just like, "Oh, you gay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, let's go outside and fight." And I was like,
"What?"
I was like, "What? No." I was just like,
he just said literally, "Let's go outside and fight," because you said that.
That was the dialogue. Like, I wish there was something, because I feel like there's something missing.
But it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But that's the only sort of homophobia.
Did you do it like a little click? Like, I don't know, something like, you know how you just shake your head or something like, you must have done something sassy.
No, I was...
Throw your drink at him and be like, "No, I'm gay." Slush.
How dare you presume?
I know.
Smash.
A little fan of like, boom. No.
No, it wasn't very sassy.
Let's go outside and fight.
Let's go outside and fight.
What happened then?
I was kind of like, what? I kind of screwed my face up like a busted quiche. I was like, what?
A busted quiche. I think a busted quiche is a regular quiche. Quiche is horrible. Anyway.
So I was like, no. And
you can't eat quiche.
I can eat gluten-free quiche.
Oh, that'd be awful. That is busted.
No, M&S do really good gluten-free quiche.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try it, but I don't like quiche.
You won't like it then.
It's just weird, yeah, no.
Maybe just avoid it.
It's so annoying.
So, yeah, I just kind of was like, screwed my face up, and I was like, no, sorry.
I'm sorry, I will not fight you today.
I don't want to beat you up.
Imagine. What ridiculous. And he just left then?
Well, I sort of walked away, and he was clearly a bit drunk anyway. Not to say that is an excuse to let homophobia get past, but I also sort of think I would have been all right, because the people who own the pub know me anyway, because I used to work for them, and also my brother works in that same establishment. So I could have just been like, "Brother."
Was he there? Was he working?
No,
he works in the kitchen.
He works in the kitchen. They'd already gone home. But I think like
What ridiculousness.
oh, it's so stupid. Like I have to say, but anybody else out there has been really positive.
Is there a Limavady Pride?
No,
Should there be a Limavady Pride?
there would be probably 5 of us.
You could be at the front. You could be like the face of Limavady Pride. That'd be so good.
So much face. So Pride. I think, like I said, I think it's great that there's so much. Like everybody seems to be jumping on this bandwagon of putting the rainbow on top of anything that like they can push. I do think they're missing the point by going to, and I could be wrong. And if somebody is in small town and sees pictures of Pride and pro-gay messages in their small town, please share it. Like send us a tweet with a picture, and prove me wrong. But I think companies need to be going out and not just buying it for the masses, but sending the right message. But I'm saying, if all these companies that are happily putting a rainbow flag on whatever they can put a rainbow flag on to be inclusive felt as strongly as they should be doing more.
What could they do more?
Sponsor LGBT podcasts.
Stop it. You joker. That's all of this was about, trying to get some money for this podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Episode 2 and I'm already on it.
Sugar.
No, I just think they could be out. Like, but no, I'm not saying our podcast, but there are other things out there that they could be sponsoring that are. It's all about sending a good message.
Absolutely. It's got to be like bigger picture though. Like I know you want to support like small independents.
If McDonald's cared that much about LGBT, I don't know if they do anything rainbow. Can't remember, but why not make their advertising at the World Cup rainbow? Because that would be a big one for Russia.
Oh my god, imagine that. That would be ridiculous. There's so many people.
Could you? And what would Russia say? Sorry, we're not going to take your LGBT adverts because we don't want the money. They're like, no, we need the money because it's the World Cup and it's McDonald's.
They just wouldn't advertise McDonald's.
They have to. McDonald's is a sponsor. If they were, are they? Or Coke or something like that, like a big brand like that. There would be no way Russia could say, actually, no, we're not going to put your adverts out.
The first thing on Google said McDonald's LGBT, so they've got a fries box that has Pride on it for Pride.
Well, there we go.
That's good. But
well, next time, I mean, I will have to go to McDonald's there's no McDonald's in Limavady, but I'll go to the one in Derry to see if they have.
There's no McDonald's in Limavady?
No. We had a KFC for a bit, but it shut down.
Oh my god, that is literally a nightmare.
We have the KFC was actually outside town. It was about 4 miles away as well.
I could never live where you live.
No.
Oh my god.
There's Subway.
Subway is awful. Subway is terrible.
In your opinion?
No, in everyone's. Can you eat Subway? Tell me.
I can't eat it.
Thank you, because Subway is terrible. That's why you can't eat it. What I will say, he's gluten intolerant, so you can't eat breads. Yeah, no. But no. Well, I went to McDonald's for the first time though on Sunday.
First time.
Piss off. No first time ever.
First time this week.
I don't really eat McDonald's.
I went to McDonald's for the first time on Sunday. On
the first time that Sunday, yeah. No.
I went Saturday night.
I had the breakfast, which I really adore. They've got the best hash browns ever in McDonald's. And
I can have hash browns.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because they don't fry anything with like seasoning sneak attack.
No. They're well, I guess I imagine they fry their. I don't know. I like hash browns. I've never had McDonald's hash browns since I've been celiac, but I can have the fries, and I imagine because it's potato.
I think it's the same one. Yeah,
potato and potato. Like I know they don't fry their chicken in the fries.
It's the same one.
I imagine it's potato.
You can see it because it's always in that same place.
Yeah.
I can imagine like McDonald's like fries cup. You don't advertise it. There would be an advert about like the fries holder there, would there? Even though it's got a flag on it.
What do you mean, an advert?
What are you saying they should advertise it? Say if they did advertise it in the World Cup.
No, I mean, when around the side of the pitches, there's sponsorship. And I think McDonald's is a sponsor, and I just think if they were to, how amazing would it be if they were to be saying, look, Russia, these are the adverts we want to do. But
they still got a law in Russia, isn't it? So about advertising LGBT icons to minors, and that's still a thing.
Oh yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to.
It's so fucked up. But the point I'm making is, if a brand like that said, "Well, this is what we want to do," what would Russia do?
What would Russia do?
Which in Russia's that fucked up. They probably would just say, "Screw you guys. We'll shoot you all."
Okay.
Got
great.
dark really fast there.
Are you going to any other prides this year apart from Belfast Pride?
Just Belfast.
Have you been to it before?
Never. No, and there was, do you know what? I feel really bad. There's an because we don't have gay marriage in. I hate the term gay marriage.
It should just be marriage.
Yeah, it should be marriage, but I think you need something to differentiate the fact that in Northern Ireland we don't have marriage as LGBT. Same-sex marriage is what I would say. We don't have it yet. And there was a same-sex marriage rally a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't go down. I didn't purposely not go down. I just couldn't get down.
You were busy that day.
But
I
yeah.
read something recently about Northern Ireland, actually, because it's got to do with abortion laws,
Yeah.
and it was removed.
What?
What did I read?
Southern Ireland.
No.
Well, I think it recently passed in Southern Ireland. They changed whatever it was.
Oh, but it hasn't changed in Northern Ireland.
No, I think there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of pressure on Northern Ireland now. Rightly so. I told you, we talked about the DUP last week.
Yeah, because what was her name?
Arlene.
She's going to a gay event.
She is going to her very first gay event. The very first DUP leader to be going to LGBT pro party get together. I don't think it's going to be full on like leather straps,
Harnesses, XXL, like dark room.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, Arlene Foster in a dark room. That would be something. She'd fit right in, to be fair. Those lights down, you would mistake her for a man easily.
Oh my days. A little buzz cut on the back. Oh my god. That
The
hair.
Robert.
Oh shit.
But she did point out that this is not going to change her stance on same-sex marriage. And I think it's a step in the right direction, because her party is perceived as a very homophobic, well, not perceived, they are a very homophobic party. And it's a step in the right direction. Yeah.
But what kind of step is that really then? Nothing is actually... That is a political stunt. That's a PR stunt.
Oh, totally. It's because Sinn Féin, I don't want to, well, Sinn Féin, the opposition, are pro same-sex marriage and pro-abortion, pro, basic rights for everyone. The DUP aren't, unless you fall into their Christian bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But as a consequence, and this is something like, in Ireland, you have people who vote based on religion. So you have people who are Protestant will vote for the DUP because they're Protestant. And it's more of the stigma of voting outside of and there's other parties like the Alliance Party are very, very good. Like that's who I voted for, the Alliance. But I was like saying, I was brought up Protestant. I would vote for the Sinn Féin over the DUP because for me personally, I care about my well-being in Northern Ireland.
I thought Sinn Féin was a person.
No.
I
Sinn Féin
just realised that you're saying that.
It's a political party.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I see.
Those Irish names are so confusing.
Honestly, that sounds like a name, doesn't it?
Nuala.
Okay. Sinn Féin and Nuala.
Yeah. Well, no, Sinn Féin's a political party.
Oh shit! I was like, oh.
Well, the Sinn Féin have bad rep because they were very closely linked to the IRA. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but they've changed around. A lot of Ireland's changed since the last 20 years. We're not going to the Irish politics. But essentially, yes, she's making the first step. And you're right, what's it going to achieve? It's a political game, and it's right. That's all it is. But I think if brands push their pride message to further afield into small town, because most of Northern Ireland is small town. Like there's not many cities, and
I've never been.
Come to Pride.
Can't come to Pride. But you also never invited me over when I asked you at least 3 times. I was begging you, and you're like, yeah, of course you can come.
Because you're black.
I know. And what you're saying is the whole of Northern Ireland are racist.
No, what I'm saying is, Drew came over, our friend Drew, and it probably took him about 25 minutes to see a black person. And he was like, okay, now I feel safe.
It is weird. Do you know, it is really strange. So I go to places. If I go somewhere, I do actively look to see if there are other people that are like non-whites in those specific areas, and it's interesting.
Yeah,
I do feel the same. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one, and I feel like if I am the only one, I like to go skiing, right? And I can't say that skiing is a super black sport, right? No. Unless you can run fast on it, they won't do it, right? Whereas I'm the wrong kind of person. I can't run fast. At all. I didn't get that good gene. I can sing and dance real well, but I can't I
It's
can't
not
remember.
not much help on a slope. That
Isn't what singing and dancing?
yeah,
It's really good.
on a slope.
The hips help more than anything. Honestly,
Oh, that's true. Actually, I never thought
It's
about it.
really
I've
good.
never been skiing.
yeah.
I'm too black.
You're too black, exactly. The sun, this London sun is crazy.
God, I don't.
Um,
I've got a slight tan now.
but then I see someone, I'm like, oh, I don't know what it is. It's strange. I'll suddenly be like, oh, like not everything's okay because obviously I feel okay. It's just comforting. It's half comforting and half like when two black people walk by each other, right? I was saying this to my friend. For some reason, you definitely acknowledge each other, and then you look each other up and down, and then you kind of assess what the situation is.
See, what I'm hearing now is, you know, okay, I know you're not really switched up on your black films. Have you seen Have you seen Get Out? Is that the name of the film?
Get Out, yeah.
Have you seen
No,
it?
I haven't seen it.
You are the worst.
I know.
That is like it was like that's a massive. Have you? Oh my! I don't even.
I know it because the guy that's in it went to my secondary school. He was the year below me. Daniel Kaluuya.
Well, you know he's also in Black Panther.
Yeah, I know. He's in all the black films now. He's doing really well.
I wish he was my friend.
He could be a friend. He's really good in interviews, actually. Do you know what I think? Like, I think he represents London really, really well. Like, the way that he speaks and the words that he says. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I've not seen Get Out.
Oh,
It looked like a horror film.
it is. I think it's advertised. I think it's badly advertised as a horror film.
Yeah, and I don't like horror films.
It's not a horror film. It's probably more of a psychological thriller.
I know what happens in it. Like, basically, he's got a girlfriend who's white,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes to visit the family in some place,
Mm-hmm.
and they all hate blacks.
Yes and no. Yeah.
That's basically my life.
Yeah.
No, but I haven't seen it.
Well, it's good. It's a good film. But there's a scene in that where was it Daniel? What's his name?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel Kaluuya. He's at the white people's garden party, and there's one other black person there, and he's like, "Oh, I feel so more relaxed now because there's another black person there."
Mm.
So I feel the same whenever I'm at the like CrossFit and there's another overweight person there. I feel instantly a bit more like
You don't everyone read, yeah.
it's like that's really good. But what were we talking about?
We were talking about Pride.
Our tangents are the worst. Like topical, off topic.
I know. There's one point to that. But I think
yes.
you were talking about Pride.
Yeah.
We went on to the DP, but we don't want to talk about that now.
No.
And then no, there was no other point. You're talking about black people because you said Drew. Drew went to Northern Ireland. That was it.
Yes. But you're more than welcome to come.
I'm busy that weekend.
Well, we'll organise another weekend for you to come.
I'd like to go.
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
It's
I've
nice.
been to Dublin. I know it's not the same. That's the only part of Ireland I've been
It's
to.
a total different country.
I know, but it's pretty much the same. I've been to Wales. That counts, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much the same, isn't it?
So brand. I think the point was American brands should be pushing out to small places like Northern Ireland with their LGBT message to kind of be a bit more, we've got your back rather than we just want your money.
If you saw, would it make the newspaper if like Absolute Vodka had put like a branded bottle there?
No. We're not that far behind. It just doesn't happen. It's coming up to parade season. Everything's red, white, and blue.
What do you mean?
Well, it's the 12th of July coming up, which is the Protestant parade, so everything gets painted red, white, and blue.
I've never heard of this in my life.
You know the Troubles? Have you heard of the Northern Irish Troubles? Please tell me you've heard of the Northern Irish Troubles. You're joking, right? You're joking. You have to be. Are you joking?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never heard of the Northern Irish Troubles?
They're a band? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, seriously.
Right. Well, up until like...
Look, I'm from London, okay?
Yeah, but this was in the news. This was everywhere.
Recently?
No, 1997 was the last bomb.
I mean, I was like 8 years old.
I genuinely don't know what to say.
Why don't you educate me? Actually, I'm not interested. No,
Well,
joking.
We'll save it for another podcast. But what was I going to say?
The Northern Ireland Troubles.
Yeah, but I was making a point about it.
Red, white, and blue.
Yes. This is what happens after Stag Do. I'm so exhausted. I just can't even think right. So
Was there a stripper?
there was no stripper.
You should have stripped for them.
Well, I offered, but they were like, no.
Oh my god, imagine if you did.
Could you
That
imagine?
is so gross.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything else to chat about.
Well, that's great then. So, I don't like glitter.
Well, wait a minute, because at Pride about 4 years ago, we bought glitter and we put it everywhere.
And then I'm pretty certain that glitter's still there. Glitter's a mistake.
No. I think glitter has a purpose. And Pride's the perfect time to have it. Any other time apart from that. Any other, yeah, no. I don't go home and sprinkle it on my bed before I go in. You know,
Are you going to get glitter for Belfast Pride?
Probably not, because I'm staying at John Henry's and I don't want his mum to have to clean up shitloads of glitter. We still have glitter on our carpet from Christmas.
Glitter's not good. And it's really bad for the environment.
Mm.
That should be the campaign. Gay stop glitter.
Powerful.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's...
Just that phrase is amazing.
Gay stop glitter.
How much glitter would there be over Pride? And then that would, like, help the planet.
How does it harm the planet?
It doesn't dispose. Like, it doesn't, it's not biodegradable.
Oh.
So I think it just builds up, collects and collects and collects. Yeah.
Did I imagine this? But is there a tablet or something you can take?
But makes glitter.
No, not makes glitter, but makes body fluids glitter-ish or something. Am I? If I had a fever stream that's gone horribly
You mean
wrong.
like piss or Oh no! You think you can make your cum glittery?
Yeah, no?
I've never had that in my life, and I don't know why you would do that.
Oh.
It's shiny enough as it is. What a ridiculous thing! You definitely dreamt that. You can put it on Dragon's Den.
Could you imagine how sore it would be? That'd be so sore.
Oh my god, like large glitter, small glitter, depending on what your fetish is. Oh. That's gross. That's a good point.
This sometimes happens where I dream things and I don't remember if they're a dream or not.
Oh my god, that's gross.
Could you imagine me trying to find them online? I'm getting really angry that I can't find these glitter tablets because I want sparkly semen.
You'd find it all in like people's teeth and shit. No.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I'm not going to put that to Dragon's Den. There's flaws in it already. Bad business model.
I think so.
Maybe flavoured.
Flavoured cum. You can do that by eating certain food. Pineapples.
Pineapple.
Asparagus.
Oh.
That makes it worse though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know this?
No, I just imagine because piss
Yeah.
asparagus smells disgusting.
I don't eat that much asparagus. I do enjoy it.
Oh, Mom, I hope you're not listening, by the way, because this is not a conversation.
Did your mum listen to this?
No, I told her not to.
I didn't even tell my mum. Not that it would come up conversation, I guess, but yeah, I never told my mum.
But do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Right, everyone, thank you very much for tuning in to listen to us again for the second week in a row.
Thank you so much.
Again, hopefully the sound is better than it was last week, but we're still working on it. It took me like 20 minutes to try to get this set up, and I don't think we did it right. But we're sharing a microphone at the minute. And I've been moving back and forth, so my volume is going to be... Oh, I think my voice is... Because my voice is pretty much gone now. Like, it's gravelly. I can hear it.
It sounds the same to me.
Masculine.
Really masculine.
Right.
Super masculine.
Yeah.
That's not hard at all.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but anyway, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, make sure you subscribe, guys. You listen to this anyway, but make sure you tell your friends that they can listen to it. But apart from that, make sure you follow us on social media.
Yeah, we're Honest to Pod on
Instapod.
Honest to Pod.
Oh, I thought you said we're on Instapod.
No, but it should be called that now. But on Instagram and Twitter and all that, we're Honest to Pod.
Honest to Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.